Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And coming down the back stretch, good time to check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing what the Clippers are, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Carter down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Oliver is out there with George Hill. And it's George in at the small forward.
And you love this with Shea, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all of the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing and adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games in the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those 2 things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thanks so much, David. And good that time. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Dunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong here.
Markkanen against Leonard. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And they're running. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. Shea's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Dunn dishes to Levine. Clock at 6. Let's go. Dunn misses.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually counter.
And Harrell slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Hill against Dunn. Great D that time from Harrell.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And Porter, here we go. And then Carter with the dunk.
With a good understanding of angles and positioning, Carter Jr. can do damage in the pick and roll.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Che. Done with some nice D. And stolen by Che. Left side, Leonard. Back to Che. Lets it go with a three. It's all in by the Bulls. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the run.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Chicago calls timeout.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out-recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Oliver passes to Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And the basket is good.
LaVine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight with the contact and get it to go.
Che kicks to George. Back to Che. Fires the three. It's good from long range. Oliver's got 9.
And this is who you want shooting the ball for you. Che with tremendous confidence from distance.
Dunn passes to Carter. And the foul called on Che. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams in for Hill. The Bulls also changing it up. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Here's White. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Che kicks to George. Good. And it's Che picking up the assist. Che's got 6 assists here tonight.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
White drives in. Carter against Zubac. And it's Carter missing. Los Angeles leading by 13. George. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reese Harkless comes in for George. And the Bulls making a change also. Satoransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Now here's LaVine. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. He's off on that one. Great tee that time from Green. Williams for 3. Carter pulls it in. And the foul called on Che. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Hill is out there with Oliver, and Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Dunn left side, and stolen by Jay. And here we go.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Dunn dishes to Porter. They double him with George. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Jay kicks to Leonard. And they double up Jay. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Outside, George. Back to Jay. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 16. Smith outside. Lays it up off the glass.
The cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Jazz had quite a performance. He finished with 47 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Knocked away. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them. In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Free throw, good. Shea. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, it hits you with the fadeaway. They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
To end the run, Smith, no luck.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
George, no good.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Porter kicks to Dunn. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Shea passes to Harrell. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And both free throws good for White. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Bulls trail by 17. Dunn outside. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Carter finds White. Markkanen with it. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And when Markkanen is making this, it boosts his aggressiveness, and it helps him fire up, too.
Shea outside. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Shea. Right wing. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, that's just another aspect of Shea's impressive skill set, Kevin. I mean, that pass was on time and on target.
Dunn dishes to Carter. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Good on the shot.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to Harrell. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Dunn. Shea outside. Nailed from three-point land. Oliver's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's a strong performer. Night in and night out. Shea taking it up a notch in this one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Satoransky. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there. I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
LaVine inside the three-point line. Shea, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Los Angeles, setting up teammates and getting buckets.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
So the Bulls 5, and again for 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. And here's Porter. 5 on the clock. Over George. And it's sent back by George.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now Che. Good. Another from 3.
And that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg, and the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember. Bean passes to Dunn. To the middle. Here's Carter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The Bulls shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
From deep, Shea. He can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Porter looking it over. Done against George. They double him with George. Here's Levine. And too long on the shot.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he was.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Dunn kicks to Porter. Here's Carter. That one, no good. Great D that time from Harrell. Floats it up for Che. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, sure, get the ball in Che's hands any way you can. He will provide.
Hill against Dunn. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Hill. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
George passes to Che. Back to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Che outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Is Smith. He's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 20. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
Down low. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Bean passes to Young, and it's slammed in by Young.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way. This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And the NBA's Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Williams. And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Jay. And Jay throws it down.
And this is no surprise. Jay plays with an aggressive mind state almost every time we see him.
Well, Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Markkanen against Zubac. White with it. 8 points for him. Satoransky, the pass to Young. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Well, you got to be excited about Markkanen's future. I mean, he's a big man who can really shoot it and shoulder the offensive load.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Shea. That's 10 points for Williams.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
They get a hand on it. Zubac with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Levine deciding where to go with it. Pass to White. We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green dishes to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And they double up Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Williams' shot is off. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Oliver. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Shay's got 16 points here in the second half. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. There's the triple. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 9.
What a gifted shooter Markkanen is, and it's because of how confident he is taking these shots.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And a wide open look for Shea. Connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. Here's Levine. And the miss. Jay, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Hill. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Oliver in at the 2 guard. On the wing, Che. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped by Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he's very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
To the wing right side. Here's Harrison, covered by Che. Passes it to Gafford. Here's Hutchison, 4 on the clock. Over Harkless. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Satoransky, the pass to Valentine. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Shea with it. Now guarded by Valentine. To the inside. Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. 6 points for George Hill.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Satoransky against Green. The shot's good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Shea outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Chicago's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And that one's good, Harrison.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good, he hits again.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Harkless kicks to Che. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Green. Rodney McGruder comes in for Harkless. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George Hill. Ish Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Oh, he put the ball on the deck, didn't he? And he created offense. Che draws the foul. He gets to go to the line.
Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. From past the arc, good on the triple. Shea's got 48.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
Here's Gafford. He's defended by Harrell. Here's Harrison. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Shea outside. Back to Shamet. He kicks it to Shea. There's the pass to Magruder. Shea outside. Lets it go from deep. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Murray. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Baseline J on the way. Shot clock at 5.
And they've struggled from 3-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
Shea up top, lets the 3 fly, hands it from downtown. Oliver's got 54 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Harrison passes to Smith. Here's Gafford. Smith kicks to Harrison. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. LA's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Shea outside for the 3. Good work defensively by Smith. Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And the basket by Hutchison.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Back to Jay. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the way.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Harkless comes in for Murray. Robinson is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Valentine passes to Hutchison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for him.
At the line of the Bulls.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now, here is Robinson. Shea outside. The 3. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they recover it. Shea outside. Takes a 3. Good! Another from 3.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shea.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
George Hill's checked in for the Clippers. And Chicago also making a switch. Satoransky's checked in.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hill kicks to Zubac. Pass to Shea. From downtown, it's off. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. One of the most exciting we've ever seen, and you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
Definitely the passing, man. And that, when guys feel more involved in the offense, that bleeds over to other areas of the game as well. Suddenly, guys defend harder, run the floor faster, pound the glass. For me, it's about spreading the ball around so everyone gets a taste and feel parts of what we got going on here.
That's right, baby. Everybody eats. Barbecue chicken alert!
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.